Here's my kid-friendly recipe for gnocchi with bolognese. And I'm going to serve it with a crispy mozzarella top. I'm going to do it all in my multi-cooker. So it not only pressure cooks, but it also has 15 different functions. I like to pressure cook this because instead of the classic bolognese that takes a couple of hours, this is going to cook in 20 minutes. So a good glug of extra virgin olive oil, and I've preheated this. So now we can go in with our vegetables. Now I've grated everything just to make it extra kid friendly. So in with the onions. Everything will dissolve together after it cooks at that high heat, along with 1 carrot, again grated, and some celery. I've also grated the celery, but you can just chop it if you like. 2 bay leaves and a little garlic, 1 to 2 cloves, and then some salt, so a good pinch of salt. Now this is where you can be even more adventurous and add different spices and herbs. You could even add a little wine, but like I said, I want to keep it really kid-friendly. Because this is such a large bowl, you can actually double, even triple my recipe to make a huge batch of bolognese. Save some for this recipe and the rest can go into the freezer for next time. So that's sizzling and softening. And we can go in with the meat. I'm using beef mince. You can use any mince you like. I like to be slightly fatty because fat equals flavour. Give that a really good mix. Break up the meat so we've got little pieces of mince. And once it starts to change colour, as you can see it is now, we can add the tomato. I'm just using tomato passata, so about 700 grams of passata. I like the puree so it stays nice and smooth, and we'll just take all of that out, give that a stir, and that's my basic bolognese recipe. So the lid goes on and I'll cook this under pressure for 20 minutes. That's all it takes for that beautiful slow cooked result, but done fast. So I'm just going to change the time to 20 minutes and we'll let the multi-cooker do its job. When it's almost cooked, I'm going to cook my gnocchi. So just use a good store-bought gnocchi. I'll blanch that and then I'll show you how we're going to make a beautiful crispy topping. All right, the bolognese is cooked. It's rich and thick, exactly how I like it. And I've also cooked my gnocchi, so they only took 2 minutes to cook. I've placed them into a bowl just with a little bit of olive oil, just so they don't stick together. And now we're going to layer this gnocchi over the top. So just scatter it over. Some will fall down, that's okay. What we're trying to do here is make a slight crust of gnocchi, mozzarella and breadcrumbs, so it goes super crispy. And what I'm going to do is place a crisper lid on top. And this is a fantastic addition because it's going to crisp the top up in moments. So mozzarella and the breadcrumbs, you could use panko breadcrumbs or just some day-old bread and just blend it until it's quite fine. I like lots of cheese for this, so a couple of handfuls and just mix that up. And then we'll scatter that over our gnocchi. Spreading that around, it's quite even. Okay, that looks good. To finish that off, just some more olive oil. We'll drizzle that over the top so we get that even golden colour. Crisper lid goes on top, and I'll just run through the menu to the air fryer function, number 3, and you watch this. Within a few minutes, we're going to get that beautiful crispy top. Let's take a look at the crispy top. Oh, just perfect. It smells good, it's golden in colour. I'm going to take a nice big portion of this. Oh, look how cheesy it is. The kids are going to love that because it's got the bolognese, their gnocchi, and that cheesy topping. And I have a feeling I'm going to love this too. Let's have a taste. That's so good. And with the multi-cooker, half the cooking time. Give it a go.